Alright, so I can see Tecate is going back and forth from Chip to Dale on the menu screen, so I'm not sure if anybody else is getting that.
Yep, we're good. We're all good.
Alright, so you guys ready to go here? Want me to do the countdown?
Yes.
Alright, so we will go here in 3, 2, 1, yo!
Back here.
Alright, so here we are. We have the RNG lock, which was actually discovered during a marathon run, because you know how we do have, like we just did, have to kind of sit here and wait for things to work out, unfortunately, when we're live. So what that does is going to lock in all of the RNG, so that means all of the enemies here are going to be the same pattern. Now, without that, the game is a little more brutal. So you will see both runners here will likely take some intentional damage. So what you want to do when you take that damage is face the opposite direction as you want to go. So if you face left there, you will damage boost to the right. And knowing where all of the enemies are going to be, we can kind of plan out where we do want to take damage. So you can see that earlier we did get to use the little fly there thing. We call that zipper. So that makes us kind of invisible, sort of like a star or something in a Mario game. It looks like we have Tecate here on the first boss here. So far, it's going to be about 5 hits just to take him out. We have Moliman joining. It's still anybody's game. This is just Zone 0. And keep in mind here, we actually have a Chip versus Dale. So you can either pick your favorite runner or your favorite character on who you would like to win. And again, this is the any percent category, so we are going to go to the left there, not down, into Zone B. Now be careful in Zone B, because we want to jump on those stools at the correct time, because that's going to spawn whether the enemies come towards us or not. And if you get too many sprites on the screen, this is Nintendo, and that's going to cause some delay for you in the game, a little bit of lag. So you have these taps here. If you hold the box, you can actually just push down. You do not have to jump on those taps, making it much faster to get through, turning off that water. And you will see some of those boxes. It's not always a zipper. Sometimes it's either a potion, which is a little bit of health, or it's an acorn, which is 1 health, or the flashing ones are actually a full health refill. And right away here we have another boss fight. This is one of the little bit trickier ones, but no problem there, because we're both here and we got them. Get your got-ems in chat. If you know the memes, please post them in the chat, my friends. It's still anybody. We're really close here. Moving on, we're going to have Zone X, or, you know, the official name, which is going to be D. We have a little fun in Tecate's stream. Just saying, if you have those silly little memes, you can go ahead and go with those. So again, luckily we have the RNG locked, because some of these enemies are a little crazy here. Coming up though, we have these bunnies. You'll see both. Looks like both of our players are kind of in that screen now. They run away from us, so if you just want to run towards them, they will run away. So they're a little bit more scared of us, kind of like a real life a critter that you may see. So we have those switches there, up and down. You can turn those off, or you can damage boost some of those boulders there that are falling. Again, we have some interesting, like, fast box grabs and things going on in this game. This is a race. It's not really PB attempts, so we'll see a little bit more safe strats here. So again, we're really close here. Looks like both players, not too much trouble here on the final, not the final boss, but the Zone F boss here. Oh, sorry, that zone. How about Zone F? Okay, I did this the last time too. I don't know why. Something about get your Fs in chat. I always skip it. I don't know. So you can do something kind of fun in this level. If you hold a box there, you probably just saw Tecate do so. You can damage through the boulder by throwing the box. It's a little silly here. So we can see if Moliman does that as well. Looks like he's holding a box, and It did a little bit of a different strat, still through the box, through the ball. Again, we have one of our many climbs, though, in this game. So many climbs. And yeah, so there we go. Hope you got your Fs in chat, because that level kind of came and went pretty insanely fast. So one of the next levels is one of my favorite. It is Zone G. I'm a gambler. I like to go to the casino and stuff. But enough about me. Do we have any donations?
Yes, we have one donation from Master Fred that says, "Hey chat, who's the best chipmunk? I'm giving for Team Chip." And I would just like to point out, Tecate, that is an amazing hat.
Oh dear. Yep, that is a hat. I will give you that. Okay, so something interesting in this game you might see. You got those flower tiles. You can collect those. So in a more casual setting, you might want to grab some of those. 50 of those is actually a 1-up. What you'll also see there are stars. So once you collect 10 stars, you actually get a 1-up, and the little star will kind of float through the level. You just want to grab that. It's actually a very generous game when it comes to health and lives, so it's a really fun speedrun to pick up, and, you know, just putting it out there, it's something that maybe you could pick up, and then next time you could be in this race. Looks like we got Moliman coming up here on that slot machine casino-y boss, as Tecate here finishes up in that bonus stage there where you can get those boxes. We're gonna move right along though to Zone H, but don't forget about the true love. Always throw flowers to the one that you desire the most. We're gonna take a rocket ship up here and move on to the next level. So you can see Moliman, so you can collect all those boxes. You can get stars and the tiles, all the fun, all of the 1-ups, you guys. So it's, again, an easy game to pick up if you want to learn. So you can see here, this is the real climb, you guys. That's what we have in Zone H. So get your climb emotes out because it's the climb. So you can also despawn some of those crabs here. If you do some things correctly, some proper inputs, you can avoid that because those pipes can be a little treacherous. So want to be careful, and not to mention flying squirrels. My goodness. So right on this this stage here, you can see after the climb, there's a fast box grab that you can do. It actually makes it so you can jump onto the ledge while grabbing the box, saving some time here because, again, this is a race, but it's a speedrun. Again, I have not really seen, both players seem to be doing very well. I haven't seen any crazy mistakes on either end, so a good job to both of you so far. Moving in here to Zone I don't know if we have any more donations, or maybe if you want to talk about the marathon at all.
Yes, we have one more donation from Bencho Sly, $20 donation that says, "Good luck, Molly and Tecate, for the race, and I can't wait for Zone H to see the Ours Peter," which seems to be a meme on Rivendell. Again, we are collecting money for Les Petits Rois, which is an organization that has the mission to promote the education and development of children with intellectual disabilities. So thank you guys for donating money. It's an amazing cause for an amazing event. Let's move on to the race.
All right, let's go. So you can see here, Moliman just got through where those big fans are. Again, both players seem to be doing very well. Didn't have any trouble with those. The wind does blow and make it slower to get through. Just slows you down a little bit. But again, if you hit those pelicans at the feet instead of the face, you can easily get through those damage-free. Damage-free, and looks like we have the throw and go on Tecate's end here. We're going to see Moliman do the same, throw and go, and move on to one of the most fun stages because you can jam out to it. This is Zone J for jam, so get your jam emotes out. So we are going to go on these conveyor belts here. They're forward, they're backward, so you'll be going super fast or super slow. It'll be interesting to see which player takes top and or bottom route, so that's always an option here depending on how you're feeling about your run. Either way is a pretty good option. So moving right along, my cat is now here with me. So unfortunately, one of the streams did freeze on my end a bit, so let me see if I can get this going here. We have these fast axes that you want to try and do, so hopefully both players will get through that safely. You want to make sure your health is full when you go through them because you want to take some damage. Or again, looks like you can take it the safe way as well. Looks like Moliman took it a bit safer, which is okay. So if you do hear a cat meowing, that is my precious Beatrice. She is my baby girl. So we are almost up here on, looks like we have Tecate moving on to Fat Cat with Moliman right behind. So still anything can happen. Looks like, oh, they both made it through the last conveyor belt safely, but it looks like we are ready for GG's for our friend Tecate. So make sure you get those GG's out, you guys. Thank you so much for all of those. And don't forget our wonderful friend over here, Moliman, again on Fat Cat. GG's to both of you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, you guys, that was awesome. Thanks for racing. Thanks for letting me hang out with you.
Yeah, GG, Moliman.
Thanks, GG Tecate. Both this list, I think, really amazing.
Yeah, good job. I hope you all enjoyed it. Chippendale Rescue Rangers is very, very fun and a really, really, excuse me, very, very easy game to learn. So I recommend speedrunning it. But thank you all for supporting a very, very good cause, and thank you NoReset for having us as I'm choking on my coffee.
Yeah. And also, Tecate is grinding for the WR, so please watch him if you want to see more Chippendale. He's probably gonna get it pretty soon.
Yes, world record.
Well, again, that was awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for the race.
Yeah, well, it's definitively fun. Thanks, NoReset, for having us.
Yes. Alright, tout le monde. Donc, on va transitionner très bientôt pour la run de Dragon Ball Z. On a un incentive présentement pour savoir si on va faire la run en français ou en japonais. Le français est en train de gagner présentement. Et on revient après une courte pause.